All right, sixth graders. Now we're going to move on to Unit 6. These are the first few slides, the first three slides of Unit 6. The Minnesota 1945-1975, the Cold War, Minnesota and civil rights. As you can see in this picture, it's NAACP members picketing outside Woolworths for integrated lunch counters in St. Paul, Minnesota. The Cold War. Cold War was an ongoing conflict between the United States and the USSR, which is now Russia, Uzbekistan, Belarus, Tajikistan, and many other countries after World War II. USSR was communist, which means everybody in the entire country kind of shared the wealth together. The United States was a capitalistic and still is a capitalistic country, which means that if you want to go ahead and make money all on your own, go for it. We're behind you. People in Minnesota and the U.S. feared that communism would spread to the U.S. and change our way of life. Communism was property and businesses that are owned by the government for the benefit of all citizens. Capitalism, the economic system in which property and businesses are privately owned, or you can just make a lot of money if you'd like. Both countries gained nuclear weapons and began threatening each other. For Minnesotans, this led to a focus on security and insecurity. Security, business opportunities. People tried to build cocoons of security. Minneapolis flour mill giant General Mills took advantage of the climate. So that means that General Mills, who was already, you're making your cereals and different kinds of foods, started thinking, you know what, we're going to go ahead and try to maybe scare the people a little bit, or as people's they are a little scared, or their awareness is heightened. We're going to go ahead and try to find a way so that we can make a little bit more money and making people feel a little bit better at home as well. As more women joined the workforce, they got jobs, meaning they got jobs. After World War II, home baking went down and the flour mills were suffering. So this is where General Mills wants to make some money. General Mills created fictional kitchen expert Betty Crocker to appeal to post-war Americans who wanted convenience and easy living. Who doesn't, right? So much easier to have a little easy living than going ahead and working for it. Colorful picture cookbook to teach recipes that were easy to use. They also convinced women that they could still make wholesome and nutritious meals like Mom and Grandma used to make. Ready-to-make cake mixes to save time, and electric irons, toaster, coffee makers, and pressure cookers came out at this time as well. Another thing General Mills did is they wanted to push their MPF, which was multi-purpose food. As you can see, they also had business opportunities as far as security as well. It was a high-protein supplement that could be eaten dry or mixed with water. Ugh, sounds like just a lot of powder to me. If you go down to your local GNC, you can get that stuff in whey protein, and it helps for your workouts as well. It was distributed in millions of cans around the world to people who were in need. Because of the nuclear war threat, Americans were building fallout shelters, bunkers protected from radiation from a nuclear blast. General Mills convinced Americans to stock their fallout shelters with MPF. Sounds a little bit like money to me. But if you will see in the next video, this was a really rare, a real thing, and you could go ahead and ask your grandparents and great-grandparents about it and see if they had anything to add to this. So sit on back tight and just go ahead and watch the video.
Dum dum, diddle dum dum, diddle dum dum, diddle dum dum. There was a turtle by the name of Bert, and Bert the turtle was very alert. When danger threatened him, he never got hurt. He knew just what to do. He ducked and covered, ducked and covered. He did what we all must learn to do. You and you and you and you, duck and cover.
Be sure and remember what Bert the Turtle just did, friends, because every one of us must remember to do the same thing. That's what this film is all about. Duck and cover. This is an official civil defense film produced in cooperation with the Federal Civil Defense Administration and in consultation with the Safety Commission of the National Education Association. Produced by Archer Productions, Incorporated. Hey, Bert, come on out and meet all these nice people, please. Oh, all right. We really can't blame you. You see, Bert is a very, very careful just as you do in your school. We all know the atomic bomb is very dangerous. Since it may be used against us, we must get ready for it, just as we are ready for many other dangers that are around us all the time. Fire is a danger. It can burn whole buildings if someone is careless. But we are ready for fires. We have a fine fire department to put out the fire, and you have fire drills in your school so you know what to do. Automobiles can be dangerous too. They sometimes cause bad accidents, but we are ready. We have safety rules that car drivers and people who are walking must obey. Now, we must be ready for a new danger, the atomic bomb. First, you have to know what happens when an atomic bomb explodes. You will know when it comes. We hope it never comes, but we must get ready. It looks something like this. There is a bright flash, brighter than the sun, brighter than anything you've ever seen. If you are not ready, did not know what to do, it could hurt you in different ways. It could knock you down hard, or throw you against a tree or a wall. It is such a big explosion, it can smash in buildings and knock signboards over and break windows all over town. But if you duck and cover, like Bert, you will be much safer. You know how bad sunburn can feel. The atomic bomb flash could burn you worse than a terrible sunburn, especially where you're not covered. Now, you and I don't have shells to crawl into like Bert the Turtle, so we have to cover up in our own way. First, you duck, and then you cover. And very tightly, you cover the back of your neck and your face. Duck and cover underneath a table or desk or anything else close by. In Betty's school, they are talking about the atomic bomb, too. Betty is asking her teacher, how can we tell when the atomic bomb may explode? And her teacher is explaining that there are two kinds of attack, with warning and without any warning. We think that most of the time we will be warned before the bomb explodes, so there will be time for us to get into our homes, schools, or some other safe place. Our civil defense workers and our men in uniform will do everything they can to warn us before enemy planes can bring a bomb near us. You may be in your schoolyard playing when the signal comes. That signal means to stop whatever you are doing and get to the nearest safe place fast. Always remember, the flash of an atomic bomb can come at any time, no matter where you may be. You might be out playing at home when the warning comes. Then be sure to get into the house fast, where your parents have fixed a safe place for you to go. If you are not close to home when you hear the warning, go to the nearest safe cover. Know where you are to go, or ask an older person to help you. You know the places marked with the S sign? They're safe places to go when you hear the alarm. If there is a warning, you will hear it before the bomb explodes. But sometimes, and this is very, very important, sometimes the bomb might explode without any warning. Then the first thing we would know about it would be the flash. And that means duck and cover fast, wherever you are. There's no time to look around or wait. Be like Bert. When there is a flash, duck and cover, and do it fast. Here are some older boys showing what to do if the flash comes when you are not in the classroom. This is what to do if you should be in a corridor. You duck and cover tight against the wall this way. Remember to keep your face and the back of your neck covered tightly. Try to fall away from windows or doors with glass in them. Then, if the glass breaks and flies through the air, it won't cut you. You might be eating your lunch when the flash comes. Duck and cover under the table. Then, if the explosion makes anything in the room fall down, it can't fall on you. Getting ready means we will all have to be able to take care of ourselves. The bomb might explode when there are no grown-ups near. Paul and Patty know this, and they're always ready to take care of themselves. Here they are on their way to school on a beautiful spring day. But no matter where they go or what they do, they always try to remember what to do if the atom bomb explodes right then. It's a bomb. Duck and cover. Paul and Patty know what to do. Paul covered the back of his head so that he wouldn't be burned, and Patty covered herself with the coat she was carrying. They knew how to duck and cover. They acted right away when the flash flash came. If they had been at this doorway when the bomb flashed, Paul and Patty would have ducked and covered this way, like this girl. Heavy doorways are a good place to duck and cover. She will be safer, too. Here's Tony going to his Cub Scout meeting. Tony knows the bomb can explode any time of the year, day or night. He is ready for it. Duck and cover. Atta boy, Tony. That flash means act fast. Tony knows that it helps to get to any kind of cover. This wall was close by, so that's where he ducked and covered. Tony knew what to do. Notice how he keeps from moving or from getting up and running? He stays down until he is sure the danger is over. The man helping Tony is a civil defense worker. His job is to help protect us when there is danger of the atomic bomb. We must obey the civil defense worker. We must know how to duck and cover in the school bus or in any other bus or streetcar. Duck and cover. Don't wait. Duck away from the windows fast. The glass may break and fly through the air and cut you. Sundays, holidays, vacation time, we must be ready every day, all the time, to do the right thing if the atomic bomb explodes. Duck and cover. This family knows what to do, just as your own family should. They know that even a thin cloth helps protect them. Even a newspaper can save you from a bad burn. But the most important thing of all is to duck and cover yourself, especially where your clothes do not cover you. No matter where we live, in the city or the country, we must be ready all the time for the atomic bomb. Duck and cover. That's the first thing to do, duck and cover. The next important thing to do after that is to stay covered until the danger is over. Yes, we must all get ready now, so we know how to save ourselves if the atomic bomb ever explodes near us. If you do not know just what to do, ask your teacher when this film is over. Discuss what you could do in different places if a bomb explodes. Older people will help us as they always do, but there might not be any grown-ups around when the bomb explodes. Then, you're on your own.
Remember what to do, friends. Now tell me right out loud. What are you supposed to do when you see the flash?